Yeah.
All right. I can't believe you whiffed it. I can't believe at the exact moment that I was doing a deep cut joke from MK Gold is exactly.
I hit the wrong scene. I hit the wrong scene on
Wait, so we have
OBS.
the wrong intro
No, no,
altogether?
no. The intro worked, but as soon as I pointed at you, I clicked. Usually, I click the top scene, which is the one that people are seeing now. The one that
Oh God, what did they see instead, Johnny?
hold on, I can just switch back to it. It's this one where
I
I
can't see
I
anything.
know you can't. I know you can't. I wanted to go back to look at it. So you're like a little tiny box in the top right hand, and I'm taking up
Oh,
most of the screen.
it's your Skype view. It's your Skype view. Okay.
It's not my Skype
Dude.
view. It's something I set up for something.
Mm.
I don't remember what. It doesn't matter.
I have one thing to say to that. All right. Brought it home.
What
Still
what was
got it in
what
there.
was that?
What is all right?
You have no idea what that is.
That's a Mortal Kombat 4 thing.
Oh,
Like I think there's two different characters.
was that their whoopsie?
It's in cutscenes when you beat the game.
Really?
Like yeah, like when I think it's when Raiden is told he's going to become an elder god
Mm-hmm.
and that he's going to ascend to the heavens now. He's like, all right, and then and I think it's when Scorpion and Sub Zero finally make amends. It's like you must not kill me, Shirai Ryu warrior, for it was Quan Chi who killed your family. And he's like, go to the Netherrealm now and stop. And he's like, all right. I have no idea why.
Oh boy.
Um, okay, so it should be obvious to anybody who loves the Tower stage from Mortal Kombat trilogy as much as I do, that we're talking about Mortal Kombat today. We're about a month late.
Is it
We're
that long?
talking about this movie in general.
For some
Oh,
reason, I
like
thought it
you
was
know,
like
real
last week, but there's no way that's right.
like real YouTube channels like got early access and stuff. You know what? I think it must be exhausting to have like such a big following.
Yeah, but
Where
it's your job.
right, but like anything halfway enjoyable, like you have to wait, like you have to like beat a new Batman game at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, you need to start beating that game. You know.
Oh no, my job is
It's-
playing video games.
Yeah, but you never get to savor anything you like. Well, unless you only like indie stuff, and then it doesn't matter. Your job is staying up and playing Mortal Kombat, and then you love going to like play something like Owlboy. You know.
Right. Or the latest Madden.
You. Yes, of course. Everyone's passion, the latest Madden. Oh, this is something that's happened before. It'll happen again. I was actually up busy illustrating, when I was like, oh, I'll watch the Mortal Kombat movie, and then of course the first 5 minutes of the movie are all subtitled because they're speaking Japanese and Mandarin, and I was like, okay, I'll watch. I'll wait till the character starts speaking English, and then I'll be able to look down and draw while I'm watching it. And
Zach.
then I realized how little I was paying
Yeah.
attention.
You know that's not how you watch movies, right?
By looking at something else completely.
That's like
In
that's
fact,
generally.
looking at multiple things because I need reference.
I've got two other things I'm looking at, and I'm while this movie is on. Yeah, I hate that.
Oh, come on. You didn't play even a little bit of some crappy game on your phone?
No,
Not even a little?
no, that is an insult
I can't
to everybody who put hard work into that movie.
I can't sit through a movie at home
Why
without playing on my
Why
phone.
not?
At least a little bit. Because I know I'm better at Tetris than that. And for some reason the competitive mode in Tetris Attack is like crazy.
No, fuck all that.
So I have to bring my kill death ratio up from that.
No.
This is embarrassing. Okay. So I
Sorry,
realized
I'm
I
just
wasn't
checking to
paying.
make sure that we're actually streaming here.
You can't get through this podcast without checking your phone. There's no way you got through Mortal
That just tells you
Kombat.
how entertaining you are.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm tweeting out to
Um,
people that we're live, so I hope that's okay. But I am listening. Let's talk to me. I'm here.
Me-
Let's do this.
Needless to say, I have not seen this movie. I stopped it. I was like, I'll watch it later when I'm not in the middle of a design. And then it just never happened. It just never happened for me. But
I
Johnny,
seen it.
Johnny
I thought about
Dim,
watching it again, actually.
that's why you're here to watch the
That-
movies. I'm here to review the
This
movies.
is it. This is the only reason I'm here.
You're here to watch them.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I'm good at watching, apparently, better than you.
Okay. Well, didn't you say you watched this in like 3 installments?
That's true.
Yeah.
But I gave it my.
You're not that. You're not that.
But I,
good.
but I,
Did you journal in between
No.
where you're like, where was I? And like
no, I.
made sure you really digested it?
Now that's just how I. That's just how I watch movies now. I give them my full attention, but because I can't give them my full attention for the whole hour and a half or whatever, then I just stop watching it and I go do something else. But that's how I watch movies now because I have a child.
Yeah. I'm now realizing. You remember in Sonic Adventure, how if you stop the game and then opened up your save file, Sonic would actually somehow they generated. They had sound bites of him, and it generated a paragraph of text, and Sonic would talk to you, and tell you what you were in the middle of doing. Do you remember
No.
that? Movies need that as an option now. Like at every act, there needs to be a break, and so it would be like, "Hey, I'm Cole. I'm a made-up character for the new Mortal Kombat movie.
You know what's funny?
I'm irrelevant, but you're going to be watching my story."
What I think is funny is when we first were talking about that, I actually saw that whole movie and did not know that Cole was an original character for the movie.
Right.
You said something about it, and I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. How I mean, apart from, I guess I don't know the Chinese culture well enough to know if Liu Kang
Mm-hmm.
or Kung Lao are normal names. Melina is fairly normal.
Mm-hmm.
Jade is fairly normal. So yeah, I guess there could be a Cole, but I mean that's still not as exotic as like Melina or Jade.
Johnny Cage is in the game. They don't
Huh?
have to be exotic names or whatever.
But Johnny Cage is a slick action star name. It's got flavor. This is just Cole.
Right.
What am I like? What is he like? He's American. What's his style? All the martial
Even the
arts.
most-
He mixed
even
them
the
all
most
up into
American-
one martial art.
Even the most American like character in Mortal Kombat is what, Strider? Striker?
I mean, it's arguably Jax. Like Jackson.
Yeah, no
I
one
think
has
Jackson
a normal name.
Yeah. Well, his name is actually Jackson Briggs.
There's a
my
baby in here.
goodness. It's look at Jack. I haven't seen Jack in like 2 years. He has hair.
does.
How did he get? Hello. Oh, he can't hear
No.
me.
Oh, what's going on, bud?
Wow, he tanked the bandwidth.
Oh, he did? Oh, don't rat me out. I have a baseball game on.
I didn't hear a lot.
I have a
of that.
baseball game on my third screen.
I knew
He
it.
ratted me out. You gonna go with
Oh
Mama?
my god.
You want to talk about Mortal Kombat? Who's your favorite character? Dada.
Dada Cage.
Dada Cage. That's funny, bud. That's Zach.
Hello.
Yeah. He's waving at you. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't hear me.
No, but
he
he can see you
me.
wave. Yeah. All right.
Um,
Go with Mama. Ah.
Thomas Dinosaur.
Hey T.
Zach said hi.
Um,
Bye.
thanks.
Bye. Bye. Sorry. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yeah. He looks just like your brother. I haven't seen his like kid face yet. I've only seen his baby face.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen pictures of me as a baby. He's pretty close to me too.
Oh, really? There's actually thousands and thousands of pictures of you as a kid. In the movie My Boyfriend's Back.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Because you're in a movie.
Yeah. My ex-wife would tell me I talked about myself in that movie all the time, which is not true.
I talk about it.
You,
way
you
more.
do. You do. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so Johnny's seen the movie. I have not seen the movie. I am going to judge the entire experience based upon Johnny's description in a segment we like to call "That's Not What." Wait, how did it happen? Now cue the theme song.
I don't know how it happened, so Johnny's gonna tell me how it happened. Ta-ta.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was gonna let you just flounder over there.
Oh yeah, yeah. My jingles aren't very long because they're terrible.
I was full of ideas and I just wasn't gonna say.
Well, you were silent, so I was like, I guess this is my cue. This is my chance. Put me in, coach.
Johnny, here's what I've seen.
All right, go ahead.
So, so you can pick up where we leave off. Okay, like a really sorry, I got a text. Okay, so there's a really cool action sequence in the beginning where Hanzo is talking to his family and he's got to go get more water, but then the Lin Kuei show up and they murderize his family, and Bi-Han is just the worst.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a mustache twirling villain in this.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, well, you gotta, because there's Bi-Han and Kuai Liang.
Right, because his younger brother is also Sub-Zero. I know. I forget which one's which.
Yeah, and so he kills Hanzo, and Hanzo immediately goes to hell for some reason. Like, he's immediately pulled into the netherworld.
Well, it was just, I think, with these kind of movies, you do have to suspend belief a little bit. Yeah, he goes to hell because I think it's just he was dying. Wait, did Raiden send him there?
No, you go to the Netherrealm because you're bad. Which he's the head of a ninja clan.
But he didn't. So, yeah, but he didn't go to the Netherrealm. He went to hell.
Yeah, that's
the same thing.
The same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was stuck in a fire prison.
Yeah. That was his job for a while. So then he immediately goes to hell for no reason. Then we get a block of text, which is one of my least favorite things in movies.
I kind of missed it because one of my favorite movies has that.
Willow. Yeah. Well, the thing is that it can be used effectively, but they were trying to like throw some high concepts at us. It's like there is a legend of something called Mortal Kombat, and the realms will find balance once the blood of Hanzo Hisashi rises again.
Yeah,
or something.
I was okay with that. With that text, only because Mortal Kombat's just a weird story anyway, and I think that instead of doing like an exp from a character, I thought this was better. Just read it and get it over with. Did I freeze?
Sorry, you were on a delay for me, so I missed a lot of that.
Oh, I just said I preferred the text rather than like a character just giving an exposition dump.
The thing is that when it comes to framing a movie, this should have been to get this stuff. There should have been like whispers of like Mortal Kombat, and then we get all the way to the big reveal at the end of Act 2, and it said and like Raiden would be like, according to the prophecy, the realms will find balance when the blood of Hanzo Hisashi rises, and that blood is in you, Cole. And then we'll get flashbacks to the first encounter with Bi-Han. That's how you do that, and it doesn't take up a lot of time.
Whatever, it's not a big deal.
I'm
going to probably everything negative you have to say about what I'm going to tell you about the movie. I'm probably just going to go, it's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
because it does. I want to, before we dive into it, I think that's important to say. Like, Mortal Kombat has a history in film, and it's not a great one.
As a sterling legacy, as far as that first film is concerned, everybody loves it.
It's a cult classic, but it's not a good movie, and it's campy, and that's why we like it.
God, it has one of those tropes in it. Did you notice on the rewatch how there's just a dropped plot line
on the original?
Yeah.
I have not seen the original recently.
Oh, you have it?
I meant
For some reason,
I meant to go back and watch it before this one, but I didn't.
yeah, there's like a fighter with like a really normal name, like Al or Ben, that they
that
added.
sounds right.
Yeah, and like Goro kills him, and all the main characters are like, "Oh no, I can't believe he killed Ben!" And like, so fighting Goro has like this revenge element to it because he was closest to Johnny
Right.
for some reason.
Right.
Yeah. All right. All right.
But
So,
I just wanted to contextualize it as Mortal Kombat. So, it's got a history. Whatever this movie was going to be, it was going to be some type of a reboot. It was going to be some type of a different flavor. It needed to be because we needed something different. It couldn't just be a sequel.
yeah.
And I don't know, because of the silliness that it comes from, it can't be a good movie. I don't think. I think that's the rule when you're doing a Mortal Kombat movie.
All you have to do is lean in and not do anything sloppy or dumb. Which there's a lot of slop in the first one, and I feel like there's a little bit of dumb in this one, from what I've seen. Okay, let's go. Let me go on. So now we fast forward from the Edo era of Japan to modern day.
Right. To the Octagon.
Of course, Cole has only aged 20 years.
What?
For some reason. Cole's Scorpion's kid, right?
No.
Cole's not Scorpion's kid?
No. He the one that survived was a daughter.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it a switcheroo?
No.
It's not?
No.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so we fast forward from Edo era Japan to modern day. That's going to make Scorpion like 400 years old. And Sub-Zero's little brother is also 400 years old, where Cole is fighting in a Bush League MMA fight,
right.
and he's known for losing,
right.
but he'll fight anybody for money. And then he fights for money and loses.
Correct. You get paid either way, though.
Yeah, and Jax shows up to that fight because that's how army recruitment works now.
He's not trying to recruit him into the army.
He's not trying to recruit him into the army. He's trying to recruit him into the special forces.
No.
Trying to recruit him directly into a promotion.
No. No, him?
Because he needs.
Okay, I'll just tell you. Jax and Sonya have they have a little secret hideout. I think it's Sonya's house. She lives in a trailer in this lot that has a bunch of junk in it, and she
Lieutenant Sonya Blade.
Yeah. And
okay,
but she has this little hideout there, and it's they've got like all these clippings and stuff on the wall with the thumbtacks and the red string going this to that. I don't know if I don't know if I don't remember if there's actual red string, but they got a bunch of stuff circled, and basically she's been on this case that she's been working separate from the military, where her and Jax are trying to find they're on the trail of the Mortal Kombat thing.
That's conceivable.
Yeah.
You know, maybe her superiors don't want her working on this. She bought a double wide with cash. Right. Okay, that's fine.
She doesn't know everything, but they've figured out that there are chosen warriors, and the chosen warriors have the dragon tattoo. And that's pretty much.
Which
I know it's cheap.
That's not a great way.
No, it's cheesy, but
no. For the movie, it's the thing is that the Mortal Kombat tournament is used to supplement war. Instead of having war, we have these small tournaments between the realms. So, like, what if we got chosen? Just like two dumpy guys.
Well, here's the thing,
right?
Excuse me. So here's the thing.
Could we have been expert boxers and gymnasts? Yes, we could have. We did.
We didn't. But the thing is, so they're one group of people that are looking for the people with the tattoos. The other group is Liu Kang and the guy with the hat.
Kung Lao, the Shaolin monks.
So Liu Kang's very different. If you've seen the other movies, Liu Kang's very different in this movie than he was. He's not the main character. He's a very dedicated monk, and he's very dedicated to Mortal Kombat.
But he won't shave his head.
He will not. He's not that dedicated.
Okay.
But he has his.
He's a hobbyist.
Yeah,
He's a Shaolin
he's a Shaolin
hobbyist.
hobbyist. He does have his ability to throw fire. I want to throw that
Why?
because everybody who's chosen, they have an arcana.
Oh,
And they have to unlock their arcana.
Oh no, Johnny.
What? You know,
This is getting us ready for a Armageddon movie.
well, okay, that's fine.
Well, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, where it's like, oh, all the guys who know karate in the video game, they're so powerful, they're gonna destroy the world, and so we have to kill everyone in Mortal Kombat because their karate is so good, they'll destroy the world.
Fine.
Okay.
But this movie definitely sets up for another movie, and they actually, I think it's the guy who signed on to play Sub-Zero. I think he signed on for like 4 or 5 movies, and it makes sense because they don't get very far time wise in this movie.
Did they even finish a
They
tournament?
don't even start.
They don't start a tournament?
Nope. Because Shang Tsung,
Why is everyone so mad at each other?
well, they're getting ready for the tournament, and they're
That's not a good reason to kill each other.
well, no. So Shang Tsung's trying to go around the tournament. He's doing the invasion instead, and he's gonna kill all the warriors before the tournament. So
There's a take.
yeah, and so that's what happens. So Shang Tsung's trying to do that. Kano.
And so going back to the beginning, so Jax was there to find Cole because Cole has a dragon tattoo. And he's trying to find all the people with dragon tattoos.
Right.
Okay. Why isn't Stryker doing this instead? Because he's an actual cop
Not in the movie.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do this. So first, Sub-Zero gets sent to Earth to try to find. And by the way, Sub-Zero, you're talking about the age thing. He passed on too. He's in the Nether Realm, so he's like kind of another.
Yeah, he's going to become Noob
Right.
Saibot.
So anyways, yeah. So he does that. He comes to Earth. He tries to kill Cole. Cole is married and has a kid, and they escape. Whatever. They fight Sub-Zero. Jax, I think, helps them. Jax distracts him. He stays behind to distract Sub-Zero. Cole goes on to meet Sonya. Jax loses his arms right there because he's fighting Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero freezes his arms and snaps them off. Right. And then they get Jax later, and they ended up all going to temple. Actually, they go to I think Raiden.
They go to the temple together. They have a brisket. They talk to their aunt.
Yeah. So Raiden gets them to the temple, and that's where a lot of some exposition.
You are frozen.
No, am I still frozen?
Hello.
Okay.
No, you're back. You're back.
Okay.
Okay. So they go to Temple of Beth Emmanuel.
Yeah, Raiden's temple. But before that, at Sonya's place, you meet Kano. Kano is actually a mercenary, lawless thug-ish guy.
Yeah.
And he is
Leader of the Red
right.
Dragons.
And he is
Oh no, Black
and Sonya actually Kano was not born with the tattoo. The other way you can get a tattoo is kill someone with a tattoo.
And then do you have to like get their arm wet?
Yeah.
And then press your arm against theirs?
Well, you have to get wax paper. You got to do like a printing.
like a shrinky dink.
Okay. But, so the story is that Kano actually killed someone that Sonya was looking for. So since he killed the person, he gets the tattoo. So Sonya's like, all right, you're coming with me, Kano, and basically arrests him. It's not, of course, official. She's just got him handcuffed in her.
She's gone
Yeah,
rogue.
she's completely gone rogue.
Which that
Yeah.
I like. I like that aspect.
So all
of
of
what you're telling me. So
all
far.
of them go to Raiden's temple, and this is where you get some exposition.
How do Sonya and Jax know Raiden?
I think Raiden comes and just fetches them.
Do they have do Sonya and Jax have tattoos?
Sonya does not. Jax does.
Did Jax lose his tattoo with his arms?
That's
was his tattoo
That's a fair question, but I don't think so. I think it was on his chest.
luckily, compared to every other character.
Everybody was got him right here. No, so okay, so they go to
Like they're gonna be telling people like later on, yeah, Jax lost his arm and he had the tattoo and like not on his arm, and so like some guy's gonna have it like on his lower back. He's gonna have a tramp stamp. What is gonna happen to me where I needed my tattoo there?
So this is where a lot of the learning of what Mortal Kombat is and what everyone's doing, and what Cole is trying to develop as a character through plot.
What is starting to sound like a plot montage.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. One of the I'll say this because this is one of the major scenes in the movie, and what makes me I think what a lot of people appreciate about the movie is that Kano is actually a great comic relief for the movie. He doesn't shut up. Like he's completely he just negs, not negs. That's the wrong word. He just won't shut up. He gives Cole a hard time constantly.
Why are they hanging out? Shouldn't
because Kano has a tattoo.
Yeah, but he can have a tattoo in handcuffs and like on a Hannibal Lecter gurney.
Well,
because he's one of the most dangerous men in the world.
Well, at this point, they're all being pursued by Sub-Zero and those guys.
Right.
So
feed him to Sub-Zero.
Right. They're all
just tie him up. And
there was reason enough that they had a common enemy, and they were like convinced that he wasn't going to go crazy. So they're like, okay, fine. But Kano won't shut up. He's still an asshole. So he goes on and off. He goes off and off. He goes on and on and on. And then they're like they've already learned about the Arcana thing, and they're trying to basically get it through sparring, which is ridiculous.
Right. Wouldn't it be a spiritual thing?
Well, what it is when it's like you reach some type of limit, right? Some type of stressor. Like,
so it's exactly like Dragon Ball Z. If you do enough karate, you can shoot lasers out of your hands.
Well, what happens in Kano's case is Kano...
Someone forgot to throw a shrimp on the Barbie, and he lost it and immediately did a beast roll through the air.
I think what happened was they just got in a really big argument, and someone lashed out. Yeah, well,
I'm just picturing him, and he's like, "No, I said you're supposed to put a shrimp on the Barbie. You forgot to put a shrimp on the Barbie, and now," and then he curls into a ball and flies away. Because that's his power.
His power is actually the laser out of the eye.
His eye isn't part of him.
In this movie, it is.
He doesn't have a cyber eye? Oh.
He has an injury near his eye.
And that's why he wears a metal thing?
He doesn't even wear the metal thing. It's just an injury.
So they messed up his entire design?
Fine. Who cares?
I do.
Why?
Because they're
he's more grounded as a character this way.
Colorful characters, and that's a huge amount of their appeal.
Did you ever see?
It's like it.
Did I freeze?
Yeah, okay. For a second. No. Okay, it's like if you made a Superman movie, but he's never allowed to be in his costume because the costume's relevant to Superman and his powers. You know, he doesn't need a costume to be Superman. But that's a huge part. That's a huge part of his appeal.
That can be someone's take on Superman.
Yes, but it's a bad one. These are bright, colorful nonsense characters, and that's why they're so popular.
Okay, fine.
That's why we love them so much.
Whatever. So
okay, all right. So Kano isn't Kano, and he doesn't beast roll away when he learns his Arcana. So everything about that's wrong.
Whatever.
Because that would have been the best scene in the movie.
It would have been,
especially since he's a comic relief character. He should have gone. Yeah, beast roll away and like just take out a tree.
That'd be hilarious.
And then they fight him on the side, just curl it.
But the guy plays Kano very well. It's actually really, really good character. So Cole's frustrated, right? Because he's like, I can't get my Arcana. I'm so impotent. And so basically, Raiden's like, well, if you're not gonna do this or whatever, if you're gonna be such a bitch, then
he's down on himself.
Okay. Yeah, but then Raiden lays it on him too. Like he's like, then get the hell out of my temple. You're not exactly like that, but It ends up
Okay.
being just sort of like a reverse psychology. Yeah, he's doing this to get him to get into this desperate situation so that his arcana will come.
Okay, so I've been watching a fair amount of Mortal Kombat videos lately, just on
Mhm.
YouTube. And one thing that they who's the guy who played Duncan MacLeod in Highlander? What's his name? He played Raiden in the original movie. What's his name? Seb- Sebastian Stan.
We call him Old Guy Silver Fox.
Old guy Silver Fox. One thing about him is that he added this, and the scripted too. They added this snarkiness to him that actually persisted in several different forms of media, but then we kind of lost it. Is there a hot take on Raiden? Is there something fun about him or
In this
something
movie?
enjoyable? Yeah,
No.
or he's just
He's very boring.
he's just mentor character.
Yeah, he plays this like wise looking. They went now. I give them credit for not whitewashing all the characters. But I was gonna say, because I was about to say he's an Asian man. But he's wise. He's a wise Asian man with like a gravelly voice, and that kind of sums up
Okay.
everything about Raiden.
Okay.
There's
All
nothing
right.
there.
So he reverse psychologies Cole. Cole gets his arcana. I want to guess. Cole's arcana
You're gonna get it wrong.
is uh teleportation. He can jump down through the dirt and come out of the sky behind
Nope.
you. Just like in the game.
Nope. You're thinking of James Remar.
Okay. Is that another normal name person that they put in the movie for no reason?
James Remar was the old Raiden. In
Okay.
Annihilation, were you talking about the one from the original?
No. I'm talking about the first one.
Oh, then I don't know. I didn't look at that one up.
Okay, his arcana
Yep.
is that it's heart. He's the fifth planeteer and he's awful.
No. I'll give
Alright.
you a hint. It's a type
Okay.
of weapon.
It's a
A
what?
type of weapon?
Is it a rope dart?
Nope.
Just like his great great grandfather Scorpion?
No.
Wait. His arcana is having a weapon.
He basically it's like
I
it's
got
like a
then I got an arcana too.
it's like a Daedric
my
it's like a
gun.
Daedric weapon. Like he just kind of like romp. I've got it.
He's Baraka.
No,
It comes out of his arm.
it does come out of his arm, but it's not. He's not Baraka.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, you're thinking of Christopher Lambert.
Yeah,
Tonfas.
Tonfas shoot out of his arm, and then he has them.
Well, they don't shoot; they just appear.
Those are strikers' weapons.
But these are bladed tonfas.
They were never good weapons.
I agree. But he also like had
Tonfas were never a great idea.
when that stuff came. He also had an armor appeared, I believe. So
That feels like the important.
Yeah.
Wait. So one thing about the traditional use of tonfas is that tonfas will give you they were sometimes used as police batons. In fact, they were using police batons in the 1970s because they can give you a pretty good advantage in a hand-to-hand combat situation against someone who doesn't have a weapon.
Sure.
So they were like, okay, you're gonna have to fight in a martial arts tournament, hand-to-hand combat. So you get weapons and armor because you're objectively bad at karate. We spent
You're a punching bag.
We spent the first 15 minutes of the movie establishing how bad at karate you are. So you get armor and weapons.
Yeah. So anyway, it was dumb. But do you want to guess?
He should also get a stack of VHS tapes so he can watch the other fighters and learn their moves. Like every advantage we can possibly give him.
Okay. So you want to guess which character he fights when he develops his arcana? It's a character.
I thought it was
It's a
right.
character. No, he doesn't fight Raiden. He kicks him out of his temple. He goes home.
But
He goes home to protect his family.
Sub-Zero.
No, it's a character we have not mentioned yet.
Melina. Wait. There's only one reason you would have said this. And it's because Cabal, right?
He's in the movie, but that's not him.
He fights Cole.
Cole versus it's a mirror match.
It's a mirror match.
No. It's someone from the original.
It's one of the characters from the original Mortal Kombat. Okay, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Raiden, Goro, Shang Tsung. Goro? Okay.
Yeah. He's CG, of course. He's a CGI character. But I think he's better. He has less personality than the one from the first movie. I don't think he ever talks.
Goro is a very boring character.
He's just a monster. That's pretty much what he is in this. He's just like a.
He's supposed to be a prince.
They mentioned that. They mentioned that he is. Because
like just in passing, like he's chained to a wall, snarling and defecating. It is like that's Goro, Prince of the Shokan.
No, when Shang Tsung introduces him in the Netherrealm, he's like, "Oh, Prince Goro" or something like that.
Okay. Nevertheless, okay, so he goes home. He has to fight Goro. I guess Goro tracked him down because Shang Tsung was like, "You got to kill everybody with
Shang
tattoos."
So what happened in the temple while they were in the temple? Shang Tsung appeared at the temple with his gang, but Raiden was able to put up a barrier, basically a force field, so that they wouldn't be able to come in and fight them. Yeah. So pretty much Cole was the only one who left the barrier, so they went out to try to kill him.
Okay. So he defends his family, finally gets his armor, and we're not gonna do the tournament.
Right. So then
I guess we're only left with stopping Shang Tsung.
Then here's the big twist. I mean, we've done a lot of spoilers, but this is probably the biggest spoiler of the movie because it's when things hit the fan. There's a big battle at the Raiden's temple with everybody else because Kano flips.
Of course.
Because Cabal talked him into it.
Really?
Because Cabal basically was on the other side of the barrier, and Kano was there. They're the only two that were there, and he's like, "Dude, this guy Shang Tsung, he'll pay us. You're a mercenary, right? Like millions of dollars, all you want. Just flip. Let's knock over that statue, which is it's the source of the force field power. Knock that over, break it, and then we can get in. We'll kill these guys. You're on our team now." And so that's what they do.
That's you know what? I actually find that interesting. Because like Cabal is supposed to be he's former Black Dragon, but like he's the moral compass. He's the reformed one.
Oh, in the game?
Yeah. And so like him being like nasty and like switching Kano, let's kind of I don't know, it's gonna get unsatisfying if they tried to do a redemption arc for Cabal.
Right. Which they might do still. I don't think he died. But they had.
Did this movie do well enough?
Well, what's interesting is all the stuff I've heard about is that it was very divisive, or divisive, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard that a lot of people love it and a lot of people hate it. I think, but most people, even the people that don't like it, I think most people agree that it's the best Mortal Kombat movie.
I just from looking at the first 10 minutes, no joke. I felt confident in saying that it's one of the best video game movies to ever be produced. That's a low bar, but here we are.
So, just, if you want me to go through the rest of the movie real quick.
How much more could there possibly be?
It's not a lot. So, like I said, there's a big fight, and there's a couple fatalities.
Wait, who dies?
There is a character that I believe came from one of the either 5, 6, or 7 Mortal Kombat 5, 6, or 7. And he was a forgettable character. I don't remember his name. That's how forgettable he is.
Was it Damien?
No, I don't think so. But he was one of the bad guys. But I think he gets murderized. He gets like a I can't remember. I think whatever. But then I think the guy with the hat dies. I think he dies. Yeah, which that gives motivation for Liu Kang. Like Liu Kang's gonna be much more pissed off now.
I don't care.
I mean, people gotta die. It's Mortal Kombat. But
Yeah, that's the thing about Mortal Kombat. Nobody
well, that's
ever
the,
dies in Mortal Kombat.
Shang Tsung even does that at the end. He's like, my people, they're never really dead, or something like that, or death is just
Right.
another transition. Some bullshit. But okay, so there's another. There's also the flying lady with the wings.
She has
Yeah.
she has wings. She's not she's not a largely featured
Right.
character. She's 3D era,
yeah.
which is
And
why
I can't remember if she dies or not, but she's there.
Mortia
And then either Melina or the other girl with the
masks. Oh, there's three. There's Jade, Katana, Melina, and Jade wears green, and Melina wears purple, and Katana wears blue.
Well, I think this is the purple one, but she doesn't wear the mask.
Does she wear side? Does she have crazy
Yeah.
teeth? Okay, that's Melina.
Because she actually does that. Like you can see this scarring around her cheeks, like Joker scars, and then her mouth opens. But whatever.
They're always trying to find ways to make Melina elegant and sexy. She's supposed to have a Baraka face. Like she can't even close she can't even close her lips because she's part Targaryen.
Well, they're dragon people, right?
No, that's the Shokan. That's Goro's people.
What
Tarkatan.
Okay.
Tarkatan. Yeah, she's made with Edenian, which is basically human, and Tarkatan DNA. So she's got a Baraka face.
To wrap this up, the last scene, most people, even people that I've heard say that don't really like the movie, the last scene is like the best because it's a really good fight. And it comes down to Cole versus Sub-Zero, and then Great Grandpa Scorpion shows up.
Okay.
And it's a good fight. It's just good. And there's no other way around it. I think it's a great martial arts scene.
How does the girl from the beginning play into any of this?
She's just the person who passed down the blood. So she's his Scorpion's daughter, and then she gave birth to somebody else who gave birth. So his blood eventually got to Cole. That's all there is to it. Oh well, okay. So they actually bring her in. They do. Raiden goes back and says that, "Oh, I rescued her and raised her, and then she went on to give birth, and then whatever." So he preserved Scorpion's line.
I don't like it.
What don't you like?
I don't know. It's weird.
That Raiden took care of a baby?
No, it's not weird that Raiden took care of a baby. He took care of Kid Thunder for thousands of years. No, it's just like we have like this really important character, and we never get to see any of the stuff that she did. So Cole is completely disconnected from this lineage. Except through Scorpion, I guess.
What are you talking about? He's connected through the blood. He's relations.
Like, Scorpion's his great grandfather.
Right.
So,
that's not good enough for you?
No.
What else would it be?
Your great grandfather is not related to you very closely. It'd be easier to find a stranger who's more closely related to you, honestly.
All right. I didn't write the legend. Like it's just the way Mortal Kombat works.
All right. So, based upon everything you've said, I'm ready to give this movie a rating.
Oh no. Okay.
Hold
on, did I miss anything? They did the uppercut. They followed through with the foreshadowing. Because his daughter, Cole's daughter, tells him you should have thrown the uppercut.
Oh, okay.
They follow through with that because that's and they play with the tropes of the game. There's a scene where they're sparring during the whole discovery of the Arcana scene, and I can't remember which characters they were, but he just kept sweeping him. He kept just doing, and it was hilarious.
Okay.
There's a lot
the
of winks and nods. Sometimes they use it's a little too on the nose. Like when he says, "Hey, we really need to test our might."
Yeah, but the thing is that's the kind of thing I think we have a tendency to overanalyze and like expect like way too much out of the framing for stuff like that. People love that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
People absolutely love
for me, for me some of it's too on the nose, but I understand it. It's great nods.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
At any point, did anybody get uppercutted? And then like Melina's the only one I could think of that would get away with this line, but she'd be like, "Huh, toasty."
No,
because that would just be
there's no
a
toasties.
bridge too far.
Yeah, there's no toasties.
Worst movie ever.
there's none of that. They try to keep it all within context and all somewhat makes sense.
Is she even like that? Like, hey, what's up? I'm Melina, and I'm a little grungy, but also super sexy.
I'm not sure she says much at all in the movie. She's very dark and brooding, like most of Shang Tsung's people.
I'm just thinking of like the plot as a whole. Like this is about one kid learning that his great grandfather got killed and sent to hell by an ice ninja. So that's the plot of the movie, and I'm thinking of like all the stuff that they threw away.
The only thing I think Cole is just a device. He's just our Hobbit, right? I think that's all there is to it.
Yeah, but the Hobbit turned out to be really important.
That's
I guess
true.
he did.
But I just mean he's our device into this world. Someone's got to discover it, otherwise we never discover it.
Yeah, it sounds like that character is Sonya.
It could have been. They could have gone that route. They could have gone that route.
Sonya and Jax could have been the most important characters because they're the one learning these mysteries.
I don't know. I honestly don't know if I would have liked that more.
Why?
Because I feel like Cole's discovery of this really eases our way into the Mortal Kombat universe. If Sonya and Jax were already on the case, I think the movie would have taken on a completely different energy. I don't know.
Well, here's my take on it: is that Sonya is very logical.
Yeah.
And she's also a bit of a loner.
Mm-hmm.
So like watching her, have to learn something like an arcana, something as ridiculous as that when she's used to relying on more conventional weaponry.
Oh, I forgot.
Or what?
I forgot to tell you what happens.
Well, then tell me what happens.
Okay, another big spoiler. Sonya kills Kano, gets his tattoo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's the perfect interaction.
And she shoots the purple rings.
Of course she does.
Yeah.
She doesn't do a kiss of death on anybody? Wait, is that her arcana?
No. The arcana.
Does she learn her arcana?
Yeah, purple rings.
Huh?
Purple rings. I just told you. She shoots purple rings.
Those were always technology in the game. Those are always special forces had.
Well,
instead of guns,
they obviously took a lot of liberties with this story, which I'm fine with. Oh, I didn't tell you about Jax.
Yeah, you keep freezing on me.
I think it's when I get excited. I get excited and I freeze. But I am I frozen still?
You get excited and you just swallow all that bandwidth every time you're excited.
I didn't tell you about Jax.
Okay, tell me more about Jax.
Okay, so Jax, they use this one line. And it explains all of how he gets his arms. Because he's.
Hold on. Was it? We had some in the back. Like, is it that quick?
It might as well have been. They said something about. Because he's being rehabilitated there, right? They're taking care of him at the temple, and they say something along the lines of like we've searched all the realms for the best technology to fix you up or something like that, and that's basically it. So they found technology.
So they went to Order
they found technology somewhere in one of the realms.
Outworld's got great technology for that. It's called the flesh pits. They could have changed his DNA, give him some of Reptile's DNA so he grows arms back.
Anyway, so he gets like these skeleton arms, and that's how That's how they start. Yeah, it's really. That's what I was going to ask you earlier. If you had seen one of the scary movies.
Would I like skeleton arms? Yes.
No, one of the scary movies, like those funny spoof movies. And one,
Yeah,
and one of them, the guy's got the bad arm. That's like a shriveled arm, and he's trying to help somebody like before so they don't fall down to like a pit or something. And he's like, grab my good arm. Yeah.
Yeah. Get my strong hand.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
But then like Jax does something, I don't remember what it was that triggered it, but he gets his arcana is that his arms then grow into big Jax arms.
Into big metal arms. Well, I mean,
now what I recommend,
it explains it does explain why his tattoo is on his chest.
Yeah.
His arms were always going to not be what they were. He just happened to lose them ahead of time. And in a weird way, I'm fine with it. And now I need to know more about the person who has the Mortal Kombat tramp stamp and what will happen to them.
Anyway, give your rating. I keep going on and on. Just let's get this over with.
I am going to give this movie, based upon your description of it, a Mortal Kombat 2 arcade out of 5.
Okay, I think that's good.
Sounds like it's very pretty. Sounds like in many ways it's memorable, but it's just hard to watch.
Well, what's gonna happen is you're gonna go watch this movie before we do another one of these, and you're gonna see if it. I'm
gonna eat my words.
Yeah, you're gonna see.
This is this generation's Wizard of Oz, is what it is.
Yeah.
This is this generation's Star Wars.
Nah.
All right, hold on. So, setting up for the next movie, is it like literally Shang Tsung gets away and is like, "See you at the tournament," and then he goes into
not quite, but might as well have, yeah.
Okay. Why didn't the Elder Gods stop?
Well, if you learned anything about Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation or Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the Elder Gods don't always get involved.
Yeah, but for invasion purposes, they do.
Yeah, well, they talk about, they get into that a little bit. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they talk about what is and what isn't actually technically against the rules of Mortal Kombat. And somehow Shang Tsung found a loophole. I don't know.
So it's rules lawyering. Right. This entire movie is the equivalent of that scene where Davy Jones is standing in a bucket of salt water on a.
I think the line that they say is that there's no rule saying we can't
kill a bunch of Earthrealm people before the tournament.
I think they say that. Whatever.
Why would that be the rule?
I don't know. But like we said, Mortal Kombat doesn't make a ton of sense. Excuse after excuse just to get the fights happening.
You're frozen.
No! I said no!
I think you're back. You look slightly back. Okay. Yeah, you're back.
Just wipe that.
Was that because you raised your arms and now everything in the room is tainted?
What?
Did you raise your arms and spray everything with your musk?
Oh, yeah.
Now you had to wipe off the camera?
Yes. It's sticky. It's sticky now.
What were you saying?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, here, my thing, okay, the Mortal Kombat story is not great and very messy. But its biggest problem is that it's fragmented, and so there's lots of little things that are just patches in order to fix problems. Like the first one, it was, every 50 years, the Mortal Kombat tournament is held. And then, oh no, Mortal Kombat's a hit, and suddenly we need an excuse for another tournament.
Hold on.
And so they had to patch things together.
Is that 50 Earth years, or are they doing...
Yes.
Why?
It's just how it works. Well,
because Earth is the center of the universe?
They just all have the same time. I mean, all these places,
what I'm trying to say is it can't be exactly 50 years. Like there's
Why
got to
not?
be a leap year in there.
We don't even know like how what the organization of these places are. Are they different planes of existence that exist simultaneously in the same space? Is traveling through portals, traveling to distant planets? We
We
don't
should
actually know.
definitely explore this another time.
Okay. You want to get into the deep lore and
No, I'm
theories
just trying to
of
get us to move on from it right now.
okay. um yeah, so it's they had to like, oh, now Shao Kahn is invading, and so no, I'm sorry, that was the third one. The second one was like Shang Tsung is like invites all of the Earth Realmers to Outworld for another tournament, winner take all. And then by the third one, they're just like, Shang Tsung's gonna invade, and it's gonna be a big problem, and we're not it's not a tournament. The one-on-one fighting is just a symptom of everyone being mad at each other. And that's every game from then on.
Yeah, don't they also go get into time travel?
That is the plot to Mortal Kombat
Mm.
11. There is a new there's a new I don't know if she's elder or what, but when Raiden decapitated Shinnok, it shifted the balance of power um, towards good and away from evil, which means that it's no longer balanced.
Excuse
Um,
me.
and so she saw, even though she does not have the power to reverse time to bring Shinnok back, even though she, like, that's a fixed point in time, he's too powerful for her simple time magic to bring back. What she can do is, for untold eons, manipulate the timeline over and over and over and over and over and over again until she gets just the right
Mm.
mix. And actually, that was an interesting thing because there's a conflict between Raiden and Liu Kang. And I think, yeah, Liu Kang dragon kicks Raiden
What?
through
Uh-huh.
something, and then you see the impact on his face, and like then you see their clothes completely change, and it happens again, and they're in a completely different place, and then they're in Mortal Kombat 3 with completely different clothes, and it happens again, and it happens again and again and again and again and again. So Kronika has been resetting the universe and just letting it play out, and no one knows how long it's been going on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Um, yeah, but I mean, largely it was an excuse because I haven't finished 11. I haven't finished 11 story mode yet. But we've got young brash Johnny Cage back. We killed Sonya Blade off, but now we get her back again. Um, we have NetherRealm Scorpion back. Um,
I wanted.
so it was just to get all our favorites back because Mortal Kombat 10 did something that was really cool, and that was that they let some of the fighters become older instead of like Ryu from Street Fighter, who should be like 70
Right.
now. They let them get older and then brought in new characters, but nobody liked the new characters, even though Takeda was super cool. And actually, I liked Cassie Cage.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, they took away all of her cool stuff for
I was gonna
11.
say
She's just
the
Sonya
last
now.
thing I'll say about the movie is that they did leave a little bit of a spoiler, not a spoiler, a little Easter egg and tease at the end. So the good guys that lived, they're going to go find the rest of the Mortal Kombat warriors that
The
right,
combatants.
and they tease Johnny Cage at the end.
Johnny Cage isn't a main character in this movie?
Nope. What's wrong with they left out a lot of characters. There's a ton of characters they didn't have in this movie.
Yeah, okay, but okay, you can't leave out Liu Kang, you can't leave out Sonya, you can't leave out Raiden, you can't leave out Scorpion, you can't leave out
If you're
Sub-Zero.
if you're planning to do 6 movies, you can leave out a couple in the first movie.
Johnny is core to the appeal of these characters
And
as a
he'll be a
group.
huge draw for the second movie.
I guess. I guess. Who are they gonna get to play him? Paul
Well,
Rubens.
that's the thing though. With I think
Yeah, they're gonna
no,
get Paul. They're gonna get Pee Wee
no,
Herman.
but I think because this was a good movie, and I think that it was. I think it's going to be viewed as a success. Um, I think what's going to happen is they're going to be able to get there's going to be a draw, like there's going to be incentive to get someone really good for Johnny Cage. They didn't have to settle
Okay, who's your top pick
for Johnny Cage.
for Johnny Cage?
Robert Downey Jr. No,
Of
I'm
course.
kidding. Yeah, he's not doing the Iron Man thing anymore.
Hold on.
Hold on.
What if they got Tom? What if they got Tom Holland?
I don't think he could do it right.
No,
He's too young.
he's too
Yeah,
sweet.
he's too young. Johnny Cage is
Um,
like he's like late 20s or very early 30s, I think, or
Yeah,
mid 30s. I think he could do mid 30s. Um,
yeah, probably. He's supposed to be an action
Yeah.
star who's trying to prove that he's a real martial
Right.
artist.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, that's a joke pick. Seriously, I think that's a tough one. I
mean,
don't
it's
know
tough
a lot of
because,
young actors actually.
yeah, a lot of the young actors are already Avengers, so like
Yeah.
you're hesitant to pull from
Yeah,
that
you don't want to
pool.
do that.
And there's a lot of up and comers who are probably perfect, but like there's like 1,000 different fandoms across the streaming services.
There's someone. Oh, there is a guy that's in a show that I watch sometimes called Sinner. He might be able to do it, but I don't remember his name, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Josh Randor.
Who?
He played Ted in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh God,
There we go.
I don't like that.
Fine. I'm gonna go with Neil Patrick
I
Harris.
was gonna say that's a
who
better
played
choice.
Barney. Actually, wait a second. Is he not the best choice?
He's a great
Is
actor.
he not perfect? Yeah.
Um,
He's always been in great shape. He could bulk up.
you know what? And I believe there's a universe. That Dave Bautista could have played Goro.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a CG cartoon. There's nothing like there's nothing memorable enough about Goro to like need someone like with a personality to do it right.
What if they just got the guy from
Is-
Bridgerton?
Bridgerton?
Yeah.
What is Bridgerton?
It's what all the girls
Homies?
are watching it.
So- Why?
It's a period piece. It's a like one of those. It's all about love and marrying a prince or something, or a duke, whatever he is.
Are girls still into that?
Parent.
Marrying
I think
royalty?
this brought it back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
This
a big
is the
deal.
Bridgerton.
It's based on a book, but it was a big deal.
I want to meet. I want to meet the venture capitalist or disposed duke who had to make an entire town out of one bridge.
Timothy
We shall call this land Bridgerton.
Chalamet should play Johnny Cage.
Who's Timothy Chalamet?
He's a big deal right now. He's actually playing the lead role in the new Dune movie.
Hold on, say his name again.
Bridgerton
Bridgerton Charlemagne.
Timothy Chalamet. Are you looking him up?
Is
It's
it-
Timothee. Chalamet is Chalamet.
I thought you were mispronouncing Charlemagne, but no, you're right, Chalamet. No,
No.
goodness. Oh,
He's skinny. He may be a little too skinny.
it's way like the thing about skinny guys like that. It's kind of like Heath Ledger when they try to bulk up, they just get
That's true.
skinnier.
Robert Pattinson won't be
okay.
doing anything after he finishes Batman.
God damn it, Robert Pattinson's perfect. Robert Pattinson is perfect.
I love him.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm flipping actually through IMDb. He's got this list of like the 100 top up and coming actors. That guy can't do it.
No, that's my top pick. I don't know if you feel
No,
the
no,
need
no,
to
no.
keep
Yeah,
going,
that's fine. We'll go with that.
Yeah. Okay. And so tune in next time where we will have successfully gotten Robert Pattinson on board for this sequel. We'll have an exclusive interview with him, and also the next movie will be done, and we'll be streaming it here.
Yeah, that's how this works.
And until next time, I think it's time to say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. I should probably stop the stream.
We're not ready for any
No, I was
of
looking at
that.
all these really young, attractive people.
Mm.
They're all of